Hey guys, welcome to today's video, and in today's video we'll be covering how to make this chair in Unreal Engine 5. You can enter and you can exit. Let's get into it. Firstly, make sure to import your chair mesh into your folder and then double click on your static mesh. In the details panel, look for collision complexity. And you want to set that to use complex collision as simple, and then click on collision and click on add box simplified collision. And next, right click in your content browser, click on blueprint class and click on actor, and we can name this BP_chair. Double click to open, then click on your content drawer and we can drag in the static mesh for the chair into here. Next thing we want to do is we want to add an arrow, so click on default scene root and let's add an arrow. And let's rotate this to face the direction of the chair. Let's move it. Let's try to move it to the center. So this is essentially going to be where the character is going to sit. So here it should be okay. Just make sure it's aligned. Then we want to add another arrow. So again, let's add an arrow under default scene root. We can just leave this as arrow 1. And then we want to move this slightly in front of the chair. So this is where the player is going to get off. Move this up a little bit, and also for this arrow over here, the original arrow, let's make it face down by about 30 degrees. Compile and save. And then where it says BP_chair self, in the details panel look for tag, and then the tag should be chair. The next thing we need to do is go into our BP first person character, and then we want to look for the last branch of our line trace. Out of false, we want to call another branch, and the condition is going to be actor has tag, and the tag is going to be chair. And then the target, we're going to have to drag all the way up into this break hit result node and plug it into hit actor. You can scroll down. Next, out of true, we want to get a flip flop, and then out of the A value, we're going to cast to BP chair. The object is going to be, we're going to have to drag back up to the hit actor component over here. So I can just drag that down. Then as BP chair, we're going to get world location of arrow, not arrow 1, just arrow. Then the return value, first we're going to right click and get player pawn. And then out of the return value, we're going to set actor location. We can plug this into here, and then we can plug get world location into new location. And compile and save. The next thing we're also going to need to do is click on capsule component. We're going to drag that out. We're going to set capsule half height to 1. Additionally, we're going to get player controller. We're going to set control rotation, and then out of this target arrow over here, we're going to get world rotation. And then out of the return value, we can plug that into new rotation. And then finally, out of get player controller, sorry, I'm just going to move this to the other side. Out of get player controller, we're going to set ignore move input, and we're going to tick new move input. Next, out of the B value, we're sort of going to reverse everything. So again, we're going to cast to BP BP chair, and the object is going to be here, hit actor. And then as BP chair, first we're going to get world location, but this time arrow 1. Then we're going to get player pawn, set actor location. We're going to plug this return value into new location. We're going to connect these pins. Then next, we're going to again call our capsule component, and we're going to set half height. Then just make sure to check what your default half height is. Normally it's 96, so we're going to set it back to 96. Finally, what you want to do is get player controller, and then we want to set control rotation And then we also want to set ignore move input. And we want to leave this unchecked. We want to go back to arrow 1 and get world rotation. We want to plug that into new rotation, and that should be it. Let's compile and save and check it out. So let's drag the chair into the world. So we can go to our BP chair. We can drag it in. I would suggest making it a little bit bigger, maybe 1.5 times its size. So here it is, and now when I click on it, I'm inside the chair, and when I click out, I have got off the chair. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to learn how to make this really cool fireplace or even this car. Thank you guys for watching.